Good morning. It's MJ Moss from Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, and I am here at the Perez family patio at the outside and slightly to the rear of Brews and Bytes, and I'm here to talk to the proprietor, Jason Perez. I was here yesterday with a friend for lunch, which is something that I do with some regularity, and they have this great little patio, including Pablo Neruda, can't beat that. And Jason was just telling me about the development of this lovely little organic garden here, which includes some butterfly bush, which I like a lot. And guess what? We got park benches. So I figured it was a perfect place to stop and talk to Jason about Brews and Bytes in Danville, Pennsylvania.
That's it.
So how did we come to have, and we're swapping places here just because of the light.
Thing?
Yeah. How did we come to have Brews and Bytes in Danville, Pennsylvania?
Good question. A lot of people ask me that. Usually I respond, witness protection program. but then the people usually laugh, and then they're all serious when I say that. Because they're not sure where I'm going with it. But started off in Florida, and I'm a native New Yorker. We lived 30 years in New York, 10 years in Florida. And we sold our house, and our intention was to move to either Central America or Europe with the proceeds from the house. And but as fate would have it, a week before we closed on our house, my daughter gets hit by a pickup truck, which turned out okay. She's very well now. She the injuries were bad, but they weren't that bad to hinder her for the rest of her life, thank God. So while she was convalescing, my wife and I discussed it, and we decided to get out of the physical therapy business, which is what we were doing, and said, let's open up a cafe. And originally it was supposed to be coffee and pastries and some internet cafe things, some terminals. But it took off from there. It became a restaurant. Within 9 months, I think, we were serving full houses.
Right. This is a place I come to with some regularity. It's not in my backyard, certainly, but as I said, I was here yesterday. One of the reasons I come here, and the reason I started coming here, is one of the few places I know I can get vegetarian or vegan food that's really good, and it's not normal processed, common stuff, which I greatly enjoy. There are also certainly non-vegetarian, non-vegan selections. How did the menu develop? What are the roots of the menu?
Well, my wife started introducing mini puffer stuffers, which are puff pastry filled with different things like spinach and mozzarella, a potato and cheese, like a big pierogi. And we started introducing that, and people started eating them and asking for them. And then my wife just kept on expanding the menu according to demand. And we added seafood about 9 months in to being here. We added it to the menu only so we could attract carnivores. We had a lot of carnivores that would never step in a vegetarian place because they assume that the food is just lettuce and tomatoes, if you're lucky.
I'm familiar with that.
Yep. And but it entices them to come in a lot of times with a vegetarian friend, and the vegetarian friend sitting across from the meat eater will sometimes have their plates picked off by the meat eater. No, that looks good. So they would start chomping on their friend's food. So to this day, we keep seafood also on the menu.
Right. You also do some catering, am I right?
Indeed. We do we've been doing more and more of that in the past 6 or 7 years, but especially in the past 2 years, it's picked up greatly. We have weddings. Sometimes we have to close the store because we can't. We're a really tiny kitchen. The average kitchen in a home in this area is probably bigger than our kitchen in the restaurant. So it's very hard to serve the public, and to be catering an event for 150 people in the same day. So you find us closed once in a while for catering, and I put it out there on Facebook and email blasts and so on when we're going to be closed. Catering has taken off.
Where did the international flavor of the menu come from?
Well, I'm a mutt, and so is my wife. When you go back far enough, we did the Ancestry DNA thing, and we found out that we had a lot more background in Africa, in Ireland, in the Middle East, Italy, Greece, Spain, and that kind of represents a lot of our flavoring for the food that's here. We've also taken a lot of Asian cuisine into account, and my wife expanded into Asian cuisine and doing a lot of Thai.
I noticed that, yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm very fond of Thai food, so
Yeah,
I'm
I do
delighted to
myself.
see that. Yeah, that's excellent. Excellent. This is pretty much just a family business, am I right?
Indeed,
Yeah.
it is. It is a family business, owned and operated. I have some part-time people that come in to help out, and thank God for them, because I'd be totally stressed out if it wasn't for my wonderful employees. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been here? How did you pick Danville?
Okay, we've been here 14 years. This is our 15th year in business. In other words, how do we pick Danville? Well, in searching for a place to open up our cafe while my daughter was convalescing, as I said before, I was looking for commercial properties that had or were a restaurant before, had some equipment in it, and this building was for sale at the right price point. This one and another one in New Mexico, but the caveat was that we had to be near a really, really great hospital. It had to be amazing because we have a child with many disabilities, and aside from that, we have my mom who's elderly. Morning, Rachel. Even I bothered to fall off the building one time, and ended up in Geisinger. So Geisinger was the biggest selling point, you know. We looked at Danville, the surrounding hills. I mean, the place is beautiful, man. And it only takes you like 5 seconds to look around you and see how the beauty. And add to that the fact that we have a world-class hospital, and bam, here we are.
Okay. Well, Geisinger Medical Center is the largest medical center east of the Mississippi, I think.
I think you're right.
It's huge,
Yeah.
and offers specialties that a lot of places don't have. So it has had huge impact on the ironmongering town of Danville. That's part of the history of Danville.
It is.
A
First
lot of
derail.
the Revolutionary War and Civil War musketry. The iron came from here.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's an old town like our other river towns. Well, I can just say I'm so delighted that you're here, and I love every opportunity to come down here. The coffee has a particular background. What's the Cuban connection?
Well, being Cuban, there was always coffee in the house. Give you an idea, my mother, who's 96 now, by the way.
Wow, bless her.
Yeah, she's upstairs probably looking out the windows, wondering what the hell I'm doing out here. Yeah. But as a 9-month-old, my mother began to put espresso in my Enfamil. It's true to life. And they wondered why I was hyper in school. But so coffee is part of the culture, like wine is a part of the culture, and coffee is part of the culture in Italy. But I take pride in the beans that we select here, they're specially roasted for us. And our American coffee blend is also specially selected, you know. It's half Sumatra and half Papua New Guinea, all organic fair trade stuff. It's pretty amazing.
It's excellent coffee, and it's something I normally drink a normal sized cup of coffee at any given time. When I come in here, I get the largest whatever it is. I particularly like the mocha with the Belgian chocolate.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
goodness, yes. Yeah. It's thoroughly excellent and decadent a little bit.
Thank you.
So, I guess that's going to wrap it. I really like this little spot here with the butterfly bush and these
The
marvelous
butterflies,
little
they'll
buildings.
be coming soon.
Yeah.
They will.
Thank you very much, and I will certainly see you again, Jason.
Thank you very much, MJ.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Before we go, hours
Oh, our hours.
and location.
Yeah, we're open. Location would be nice. We're in downtown Danville, off the Mill Street. So we are at 20 Lower Mulberry Street in Danville. 275-8666. That's 275-8666. And our hours of operation are from 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday we're open for brunch from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So cake and catering, we do it all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you have a Sunday catering, a Monday catering, we'll be there.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, MJ.